Hi, I'm Bill Landing. This is Interesting Individuals. I'm over here on West 8th Street where they are having a gathering for the citizens concerned with the homeless. And who do I have with me today?
I'm Lillian Sherrod Young.
And?
Tom McCormick.
All right, and what are your involvement with the project today?
Well, we're both on the board, and we decided that we needed to do something to increase the awareness of homelessness. So we decided to have a celebration, and it's a community celebration, not just for the West Side, and it's also a fundraiser.
All right, and this is Saturday, June the 22nd on 2013. And so what all has been going on today here?
Well, as you can see behind us, we have a kind of a jumping gems moonwalk for the kids. We have refreshments, we have hot dogs, popcorn, with tug of war, volleyball, ring toss, horseshoes. Just so getting folks out and having them be aware of our cause.
All right, and let's talk a little bit about where the program is heading in Michigan City for the future this year.
Hopefully, it's going to go upward. Right now, we are having a fundraiser, and I would like to thank all those that contributed to this event. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I can say their names.
Well, how many are there?
We have St. Anthony, Sawyers, Sowers, okay, Horizon Bank, McDonald's. I'm trying to think of the other one.
Well, those are some good prominent names right there. Now, how often does the board meet throughout the year?
We meet once a month. We also have we have two programs at the under Citizens Concern for the Homeless. We have the temporary homeless shelter, which is behind my left shoulder here, and then directly behind us we have the Grace Learning Center, which we're trying to help folks bring up their level of knowledge and education, computer awareness. To help them, apply for a job, get a driver's license, get ready for the GED.
Yeah, and the employment prospects I know have always, the last few years been kind of tight in the area. And, of course, it's been that way throughout the nation. So let's talk a little bit about, you talked about helping them get the GED, and how are things moving along with that?
Really good. With the GED program, there are certain individuals now that if they don't test in at a certain level, they cannot be in the GED program until they come up. So Grace Learning Center does that. They bring them up to the level where they can actually get into the GED program. We also are Work One site, and people come in and look for jobs. We have an agreement with Work One to do that.
Outstanding. Now, what's the situation with some of the food pantries that are around the area? How are those working out?
I think we're not directly involved with the food pantries. We do buy some of our provisions from the Northern Indiana Food Bank, and from other, Walmart. Some of the other places are very generous with us. So we know that homelessness, we know that feeding somebody, and they kind of go hand. Education, shelter, feeding your family, they all kind of go hand in hand.
Right. Are there any types of funding that you're eligible for, grants, or that you can explore that helps out with this?
Yes, we're involved with several grants, and those are set grants that we automatically get. And one is through the federal government. We also apply for different grants that's offered around here in the city.
Mm-hmm. Outstanding. Okay, any more activities for the summer? Another fundraiser. Looked like everybody's having a great time today. What's going on then with that?
Well, this is our first one. It was Lillian's brainchild, and we've declared it a success. I think next year we're going to look to maybe bring in some other organizations here in our neighborhood and try to get it to be even bigger and more awareness for the folks who need help.
Outstanding. Well, let's have continued success with the program the rest of the year, and beyond that, let's hope that more people become aware, that more things can be done, more plans, and I'm just going to wander around then, see some of the excitement.
All right.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Plenty of activities taking place here on West 8th Street in Michigan City for the Citizens Concern for the Homeless fundraiser. Everybody just hanging out and having a good time. hands on hand, helping out in today's celebration. Landing back on interesting individuals, it is the summer of 2013. John Baines joins me on camera. We're over at the LaPorte County Historical Museum over in LaPorte. Susie Richter, the curator, is with me, and we're here for their Civil War weekend. It's in the evening on Saturday, and you're having the ball outside. So tell me what's going on.
Well, it's really beautiful. You know, sometimes it's fun to watch the cars go by on Highway 35 because they kind of slow down. They can't believe what they're seeing out there on the veranda. This is our third year that the weather has been so wonderful that we could have it out on the veranda, especially that Grand March. Wasn't that beautiful? It was really something to see. They do the instructional dances, and Susan Brown is telling them what to do. I don't know what she's telling them, but they're doing what she tells them to do, and it just really looks beautiful out there.
And you've had Susan before, and what do you like about her?
Well, she's great, the way she can do those instructional dances and all those old-time songs and everything, and everybody seems to really enjoy it. This is the 5th year she's been here. We've had, this is our 5th Civil War reenactment, and this is our 5th time that she's been here doing our ball.
Outstanding. Yeah, we're familiar with Susan's work. She does a great job. How far did some of the people come that you know of today for the event?
I know some people came from Indianapolis. Some of them live closer than that. But, you know, I'd have to look at the registrations to tell you exactly how far they come from. Some of them I didn't even know were coming. They just kind of show up. They wanted to be a part of it, and they just kind of showed up. So welcome, welcome. We're thrilled to have them.
All righty. Well, what are some of the other things that are going to be coming up this summer at the museum?
Well, our two big events for the summer are always the car show and the Civil War reenactment. The car show is always the last Saturday in July, and this year, as an extra added bonus, as most people know, here at the museum we have a Tucker on display with our cars, and the Tucker family, descendants of Preston Tucker himself, will be here. His grandson and his 2 sons will be here for the day. So that's July 27th, starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we call it Meet the Tuckers. So we'll have a little reception for them, and people can come and talk to them, and as well as enter their cars in our car show. Car has to be at least 30 years old. It's just $10 to register your car. It'll stay here all day. We have trophies, we have door prizes, we have a disc jockey all day. It's really a fun time.
All right. It sounds like it's going to be quite an event. That's going to be something with the Tucker family here, because I know they go way, way back with that car. So it was a little before my time, but I am familiar with it. So, well, Susie Richter, thank you so much for letting us stop by and visit with you, and we hope you have a great summer out here. We're glad everything went okay today with the Civil War activities, and we'll be back to see some of that entertainment coming up next.
The partner on his right, for that's the style in the army. Now all join hands and forward all, backward all, backward all. All join hands and forward all, for that's the style in the army. When Captain Jinks comes home at night, the gentleman passes to the right and swings the partner at the right, for that's the style in the army. Now promenade around the hall, around the hall, around the hall. Promenade around the hall, for that's the style in the army. When Captain Jinks comes home at night, he claps his hands with all his might, salutes his partner on the right, for that's the style in the army. Now all join hands and forward all, backward all, backward all. All join hands and forward all, for that's the style in the army. When Captain Jinks comes home at night, the gentleman passes to the right and swings his partner on the right, for that's the style in the army. All join hands and promenade. Promenade around the hall. That's the style in the army. When Captain Jinks comes home at night, he claps his hands with all his might, salutes the partner on his right, for that's the style in the army. All join hands and forward all, backward all, backward all. All join hands and forward all, for that's the style in the army. When Captain Jinks comes home at night, the gentleman passes to the right. All his might, for that's the style in the army. Promenade around the hall. For that's the style in the army. When Captain Jinks comes home at night, he claps his hands with all his might, salutes his partner on the right, for that's the style in the army. Hand and forward all, backward all. All join hands and forward comes home at night, the gentleman passes to the right and swings that partner on his right, for that's the style in the Army. Now promenade around the hall, around the hall, around the hall. Promenade around the hall, for that's the style in the Army. When Captain Jinks comes home at night, he claps his hands with all the might, salutes his partner on the right, for that's the style in the Army. All join hands and forward all, backward all, backward all. All join hands and forward all, for that's the style in the Army. When Captain Jinks comes home at night, the gentleman passes to the right. Swing your partner on the right. That's the style in the Army. Now promenade around the room. The style in the Army. Clap your hands. Last time. He claps his hands with all his might, salutes the partner on the right, for that's the style in the Army. And there we have it with
As always, nothing beats Washington Park and the beach down here on the 4th of July. Plenty of volleyball games going on here, 4th of July 2013 in Michigan City, as always is the case. Men, women, all types of groups, teams. This is what it's all about all summer long down here in Washington Park in Michigan City. Everybody